Oh, well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, boys and girls. How are we all doing today? That is correct. Oh, I keep starting with the wrong keyboard layout and just like killing myself for it. I'm good. I'm good. Yes. As some of you no doubt know, essentially what I'm doing is I'm running around with oh wow, a slightly larger uh, what am I saying? Slightly larger left index finger than normal, but that's about it. Yes. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, ow. We are yes. So as promised, we are doing hyper mode, and we're also doing it on the new map that is basically a free for all. And obviously, it's supposed to be a harder map, right? Because it makes things a little bit more difficult by changing up the monster set now and then. And apparently also the monsters have more health, but that's that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I do wish I had the garlic though. Let's see. Oh right, before we continue, I need to make sure that. Oh no. There's a good Samaritan. You can tell my first Western language is not English simply because I said it like that. There's a good Samaritan who drew up a chart of all of the upgrades, so this actually makes it a lot easier for us. That I have that I have that, so I could either use clover. Also, none of these things would help. Oh, that's annoying. Racer with daggers. I don't want daggers. Pentagram. No. No. Okay. So I'm not sure I want the Santa water. Okay. Well, in that case, we'll go for Racer. Well, so so in German, right? Like there is the emphasis on the tone is fairly set, so you're never really too worried. Like you can try, sort of start reading a word and just continue reading it, and there's a good chance you get it right. Whereas in English, that seems to be not the case, right? So like for example, Samaritan. Well, it is an interesting quirk of the languages, I would say. Yes. It does actually, it very much does. I'm spellbinder. Yes, I need spellbinder. Yes. Well, in part because obviously I've talked about this in the past, right? Like the baggage that English itself comes with, because it is. Ooh, ow. Okay, it is so heavily influenced by so many different languages that it can feel, and I'm sure people who learn it don't or native speakers don't really realize, but then a lot of native speakers are really bad at English, so I don't even know what I'm saying. Hollow heart. How many do I have? I have two. That's standoff. That's not standoff. Let's take this as a standoff. Yes. Oh, what was I saying? I was saying like English feels at times schizophrenic, and a lot of people would not really understand what I mean. But I think, like, if you delve into English grammar and you delve into pronunciations, conjugation, writing, it becomes obvious that it's just such a mad mishmash of everything that happened on the British Isles, right? And I mean, oh, there's the garlic now. No, not gonna go for garlic. Well, yeah. So the point is obviously like the entire and yes, exactly. The entire language is sort of very much difficult to deal with, right? And so you can see how it can lead to elitism and classism. And oh, hi, Quitch, how are you? And at least interesting. It's interesting to me because Clover, we do have that. Let's get Clover. Excellent. You're not that late. Don't worry about it. What was I saying? Oh, right. Um, we all know that language, or I mean, I know, and I say it often enough on the Discord channel that you guys should know. That language influences culture and vice versa, right? So there is a give and take between the language itself and the culture that comes with it. And oh wow, this looks potentially painful. And so I'm going to argue that the nature of English grammar actually makes it more likely to create these difficulties, societal difficulties. I believe so. I believe so. I believe very firmly that for things like classes, I need the tone, right? Yes, I do. That classism is a lot easier in English than it is in, say, like French, right? Like I'm not saying that that's the only cause, obviously, because it's in human nature to be classist. But I would argue that English makes it easier to be classist than other languages. I think that's hard for me to, like, if someone tries to argue it, it would be hard for me to accept. Like, I can't imagine evidence of the contrary, and I'm trying really hard. I have a bad imagination. It's true. I might have a bad imagination. That might be it. But I think, at least for me, I don't think it's an issue with my imagination as much as an issue with spinach. So as much as it is an issue with simply the way that the facts pan out. See, I started laughing because I knew someone would start like talking about alternative facts, and I was not disappointed at all. You guys are so predictable. You really are predictable, boys and girls. Not that there's okay. I'll be completely honest. There isn't really an issue with you being predictable. I think, like, I mean, we've known each other for quite a long time, right? And a lot of you are, and like I think the lockdowns, the various lockdowns, and the new ways that we used to communicate have made it a lot easier for us to get to know each other. And that's good, but it also then means that you are very predictable. Occasionally, allegedly. We'll go with the with an allegation as opposed to a ow. Look. What? There we go. Excellent. I mean, if I'm completely fair, I'm not the one that's mean first, basically ever. So I will not. Oh, I get garlic again, but we don't want garlic. Did we take the book or the spinach? I can't remember. I think we took the book because the book is looking like it's circling a little bit faster. Well, no, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with. Okay, in this particular discussion about the nature of the English language and its effects on classism, I'm not saying there's anything strictly wrong with English per se, right? Like, my issue isn't with the way that English as a language is bloated and inelegant, and it's true. I'm not. Genuinely, I'm not. But that doesn't necessarily make it, like, that doesn't mean that I don't believe that. It's just that it is beyond the scope of this particular conversation. We should be upgrading these things, so yes, I am going to. Ooh, ow, 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 ow. That is a dangerous. This is a dangerous mob. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, health, excellent. Some more health, excellent. Oh, there's the boss. That's not good. I need more standoff power, and I'm not getting it. So I should have upgraded the ice one. Ah, that is really aggravating. I'm gonna die here. It's okay. Well, I mean, yeah, right? Like, that's kind of the point of these anyway. What was I saying? I was talking about English. Maybe experience? Oh, experience is too expensive for us to get. Okay, greed. More coins. Got it. Let's go again. In this case, I wonder if we should do, what is this? Weapon cooldown. If we should do like, no, cooldown, or maybe, we'll try this. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot of bats. Why is the lightning so fast? Well, the lightning is so fast because that's this boy's special power. It around the first level, his lightning is always like, I think it was something ridiculous like 400% cooldown reduction or something. Yeah. Yeah. Right, back to English. Yeah, no, I think it's fine. Oh right. What do we need to upgrade? Yeah, so like, I'm not really talking about the grammar per se, right? But the complexity of it. By any nature, a more complex system begets a system that more easily creates elitism, right? Like, we see it in everything, right? Like there are elitists in everything that takes skill, or not, or maybe not even skill. Let's say there are elitists in everything that takes practice and repetition to get correct, and they will be elitist because they can be, because Like, I don't really want to upgrade the birds just yet. We are going to get both birds. We've tried it. We've never actually gotten both birds, but we are aiming to get both birds this time. Or sometime. You're right though, I should change the title of this to on English language and elitism. Something along those lines. Ah, knife, hollow heart. Ooh. Ooh, ow. Ah, there's the other. There we go. Okay. So we got both birds, and we're just gonna sort of not touch them for a while. Yeah, we need to upgrade everything else before we actually get back into the birds. Because the birds feel like a very late run thing. They need a lot of upgrades to be effective. So, of course, if it only gives us birds to upgrade, that's a little bit of a dick move on the part of the game. But that's, you know, that's what do you expect from a randomized sort of game, right? So, yeah, we just kind of have to deal. Like, work with the hand that we're dealt, right? That's generally how these things go. Oh, I should be focusing on, like I was thinking that I should focus on killing the bosses, so I get, or not the bosses, but like the strong mobs, so that I get the chests. But I can't, because I don't have any standoff power right now. Right, like, should I have 5 standoff birds. Maybe we will get, because garlic makes our lives a little bit better simply for existing, or I hope so. But it doesn't. Ugh. I thought it would knock. It does knock them back. But it doesn't always knock them back. What? Excuse me. Ah. Okay, more lightning. Excellent. Does lightning evolve? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. That's okay though. Oh yes, also one thing. Well, I did switch over to the beta because the beta version actually has more stuff on it. Let's see, bracer, spellbind. I do need that, and I don't. Excellent. Ooh. Well, it's also partly the random nature of the game. We don't need the empty tome, unfortunately. I wish I could take it though. That tome is actually really useful. Like just in general, applying it to all weapons. Actually, we might be able to use it, but we need everything else first. Or maybe not everything, but like just need to be aware of what we're using. Yes. I'm not that bad, alright? I refuse to accept that I'm that bad. Run. Run away. I don't even know what the point of destroying those flowers are actually, because I don't think I actually get experience points from doing so. So it's just like, no. whack it with our Bible. Yeah, it's like a good good little. Actually, I'm not gonna go there. I like that we got 3. That's excellent. That's wonderful. Every time we get 3, it does make a huge difference in terms of like just sheer power level, right? Because it means suddenly we've essentially leveled up 3 times as opposed to once. Yeah, I kind of wish they did, but they don't. So there's not much we can do about that. The comment was like that. Hold on, trying to survive here. The comment was that. What was the comment? I am okay. I am not. Again. I am literally the youngest one out of all of you. Why are you insisting on playing this like silly game of yours? Well, the silly game where you try to make me sound like I'm the oldest out of like a server of like that has like 60-year-old dudes in it. Come on, that's just not cool. Ow. Yes, I suppose it makes you feel young. It's weird. Ow, 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 ow. I'm gonna need help. Ah, that's not health. That's not health either. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Give me health. That wasn't health either. Every time, I don't know if you guys see the differences, but there are like purplish damage text. Whenever I see that, I think that it's like a treasure chest, and then I get really excited for like 10 seconds. Be gone, undead. That's right side one front. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Okay, this makes it not easier as much as just like less scary. Well, I mean, I wasn't exactly scared, but like, nobody goes into a run and says, you know what, it's fine, I'll just die here, right? Like, that's not the point. Like, the point of obviously is to try to survive as long as possible. And so obviously I do want that health so that I can survive as long as possible. More Bibles. Important. Ow. Oh, those big bats are really painful. They really are. Like, I think like 1 or 2 hits takes me down basically to like an uncomfortable level of health. And like, this is not something that we can simply survive against. Like, we actually, or actually, well, I mean, they do disappear after a while, but like, it is a rather painful wait for them to disappear. And like, like, notice they come all over the place, right? And so what this game does, I don't know if any of you have noticed, but essentially, when mobs fall off the edge of the screen, they get spawned back in whatever position that I think they're spawned back, except for the flowers. They're spawned back on sort of like an average position around you, like across the 4 corners of the field of view. And so ideally, like technically right now, I'm gaming the code by trying to keep them out, all in that area, and that's just because I'm ow. Oh, there we go. Yes, I know I'm low on health. We are probably going to die here, actually. I should say that. We need, we don't need cloak. Oh, okay. Ebony bird has gotten, ow, ow. Please no. Please stay away. Oh, right, it's this mob. And this mob is quite difficult when they all have like 50% extra health. It is not nice. And obviously they're never nice to me, so I have the worst RNG. Ah. Ow. That's okay. We did alright. I mean, we got 1,000 gold. It's not great. Get our revenge. How do we get our revenge? Oh, we're at 26 minutes. Yeah, I don't know how we would get our revenge. I mean, aside from like what I'm doing, which is I'm playing instead of on the harder map that mixes up the two maps. I'm playing on the traditional green one. Yeah. Notice that, have you? Yes, I am literally, because remember, right? Like his thing is that when he levels up, he loses his cooldown mechanic, and so literally what we're doing is we are just killing bats by standing here, and and just you know having some time off. He needs a vacation. Who doesn't need a vacation at this point? Having talked to you lot for so long, I definitely need a vacation. Oh, okay. That doesn't really help, but thank you. I should have leveled up before I took that chest, yes. Okay, we'll take the white bird as well. We'll take that, excellent. I really like the ice one, actually. Like, I remember the last time we talked about it and I was like, no, this isn't good. It turns out it's pretty good. Because its knockback is an insane distance, and once you evolve it, it fires continuously. And it also, the support item for it is fantastic. Right, so all in all, that makes it very, very interesting. I don't know if it benefits from area, which is sort of this guy's expertise. But you know what? It's alright. It's alright. I'll trade that for the standoff, right? Let's do. This is our last weapon, so yeah, we'll. Oh, maybe I should have taken garlic. Too late. You're right. Life is full of regrets. Not sure that's what that's the feeling I was going for, but I suppose if that's your interpretation of the human condition based on watching me play a mild roguelike, then sure. Who am I to argue? Well, yes, we do need to farm it up. Does that mean, yes, it does mean if we don't die, I'm not just gonna cut the stream once 30 minutes. We're going to Yeah, in part because yes. The comment was because my assistants are sick. That's why they. Uh, that's why I have no discipline for time. That's not strictly wrong. I like to think that I have a little bit more discipline than that, but strictly speaking, that's not wrong. Well, yeah. Let's see. We need bracers. We don't need bracers. We'll upgrade the lightning. Ooh, lovely. Lovely. That is actually lovely. Well, except for the bird part, but I mean, it was essentially free, right? So we can't. It's hard to say no to free. Well, I mean, yeah, I do want more chest drops. I think that would make the game a lot easier. Which is why the guy remember the dude that had like the insane luck stat. That's why he's slow, right? Because the trade-off is between luck and like not luck, I suppose. Because luck really does, like, if you get good drops, it really makes the game a lot easier. Yeah. I mean, you could also probably like go in and modify the source code. Remember last time we did end up actually looking at the source code and seeing how easy it was to manipulate, and I mean, it wasn't difficult. No. Yeah, because it's just JavaScript, right? So, and it's not like obfuscated JavaScript. It's literally just everything's in plain text. So yeah, it is not difficult. Oh, we're at this stage, okay. I think we can farm. Not quite there yet. We need more ice. Oh, that's actually a good question. I wonder if I can change the rate at which we, like the luck setting, or like the luck how do I say this? The probability of getting more than one drop per chest. Because it might be interesting to play this game in sort of like semi-god mode, right? Like where essentially we say, oh, every chest drop gives us 5 items, and then essentially at the end of the game we are literally just like God, right? And but even then, I don't think we can kill death, which is rather interesting. Because death is well, it's true, we're not technically supposed to kill death, right? No, so that's exactly my point. What I'm trying to say is we are trying to sort of see all of the content of this game, and it would be nice if we could have a sort of semi-deterministic way of doing it. Right? Because right now it's completely random, essentially all the time, or like it's random in that the game is at its fundamentally random, random in the way that the developer intended, and obviously the developer intended it for to be fairly random, and that's perfectly legit, right? But if we wanted to spend sort of less time on this and see all of the content, then maybe there is a case for making it slightly less deterministic. And by that really all I mean is, um, if we can make it so. Oh, dude. If we can make it so that we can get all of the weapons that we want in sort of like a fairly deterministic manner, like we can max the weapons that we want, right? And obviously the chests are a really good way of doing that because they only give you more of the weapons that you already have. So by giving us 5 chests or 3, whatever, every time, we are essentially saying, you know, like I'm still playing within the randomness of the game. I really need help. I'm still playing within the randomness of the game, but I want to play it in such a way that I can have I can power up myself given I have the correct weapons to do so. Oh, ow, 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 ow. No, that was... So. Oh, I should have checked what other things I needed. Give me lots. Excellent. So I have the 2 birds. We do need the birds sooner. Look at that. So some of those are getting to their maximum. Must be. Right, exactly. That's all I'm saying. Like that we should be given the we're giving ourselves sort of a mild advantage, but not. I mean, it does make it essentially overpowered, but only if we play the game well, right? And that still happens in regular gameplay, right? Because we've definitely maxed our ow 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 ow. We've definitely maxed all of our items more than once, so it's not like that's not possible. Do I need the candles? I don't need the candles. Don't need anything for the birds. I have the thing for that. I have the thing for that, which is that. Okay. So maybe, we'll take the candle. The candles give us much better AoE down the line, which is really helpful. Like all of these items are actually insanely helpful, which is, you know, that's good game design. I'm happy with that. Ooh, I'm not happy with these bats, no. Easy by keeping, no, I don't, the bats aren't easy to cheat. I looked away for a second, and then this is what happens. Unfortunately, that's all we have time for today. Then, in conclusion, you know, thank you very much for watching. Well, it's not my fault. Well, okay, no, never mind. It is my fault, but it's sort of tangentially not my tangentially my fault as opposed to being, you know, like I didn't deliberately take that death. All right, so tangentially my fault. By which, yeah, thank you very much for watching. In conclusion, please download Firefox, please download Chrome, and I'm happy to say I didn't waste 39 minutes of your time today. Bye now.